huwag matakot, huwag sayangin. Sa kabila ng kahirapan nararanasan, sarili ay pagtibayin nang ito'y malampasan. Karahasan at diskriminasyon ay walang pinipiling panahon. Sa gitna ng pandemya, buwana, lumaban ka. Karahasan at diskriminasyon ay walang pinipiling panahon. Sa gitna ng pandemya, buwana, lumaban ka.
Sa serbisyo sa komunidad at pamilya, buwana nangunguna laban sa pandemya.
Karahasan at diskriminasyon ay walang pinipiling panahon. Sa gitna ng pandemya, buwana, lumaban ka. Karahasan at diskriminasyon ay walang pinipiling panahon. Sa gitna ng pandemya, buwana, lumaban ka. Sa panahoy, huwag padadaig, paninindigay, lakasan ng marinig. Sa gitna ng pandemya, buwana, lumaban ka. Karahasan at diskriminasyon sa gitna ng
Tungod kay work from home naman, nag-isudyo ko balanse sa mga trabaho ko sa balay. Labi na kay single mother, maestra, o mananahi, dili gyud malikayan nga mubati kong kabalaka tungod sa pandemya. Apan nakapangutan ako sa akong kaugalingon, kayo pa ba na? Isip ko sa kababay, naampo na ko nga inubanan sa pag-ampo o pagsalig sa Ginoo, walay pagsuway na dili malampasan. Ako, si Helen Torquator, usa ka Juan. Kaya nako, kaya na to!
Sa gitna ng pandemya, buwana, lumaban ka. Karahasan at diskriminasyon ay walang pinipiling panahon. Sa gitna ng pandemya, buwana, lumaban ka.
Sa bisan unsa nga kalisod, buwana hinumdumi nga dili ka lang babae, kundi babae nga
may pakabanan.
Mabilidad!
Andam mutapang.
masinabtanon.
Masaligan.
Buwana, laban sa pandemya.
This is a short guide on Zoom video conferencing. It will include classroom etiquette, features, and tips and tricks. Our classroom is a safe space where everyone should feel safe to share. Respect ideas and never share information from class, just like you would in the regular classroom. Let's start with classroom etiquette. When it comes to a Zoom conference, this is our virtual classroom. Appropriate classroom behavior is expected. Be sure to log into your meeting in a distraction-free and quiet environment. Don't rename yourself. Attendance needs to be taken, so no using silly names. Be sure to mute your audio as soon as you get into a conference. This helps eliminate background noise. In order to speak, you can press and hold the spacebar, which will unmute you until you release the spacebar. Make sure your video is turned on so we can see you. Be sure to be on time. Be prepared with your computer, pencil and paper, and arrive at least 5 minutes early. Now on to just a couple of the many features in Zoom. If your connection is unstable, stopping the video might help. If you'd like to add a comment and speak in the conference, simply raise your hand or use the raise hand feature, which you can find on the bottom center of your Zoom screen. You can also use chat to post questions and comments silently. The chat features can be found at the bottom center of the screen. Be aware video and chats are recorded. If it's not appropriate in class, it's not appropriate online. Finally, a few tips and tricks. Be sure to have pencil and paper handy to take notes or jot down thoughts or questions you might want to ask before the meeting is over. Using a headset with an external mic offers the best audio. Let others know you're finished speaking by saying, "That's all, I'm done," or "Thank you." It helps to give a thumbs up if your question has been answered. Beware of lighting. If a light source is behind you, say a window or a light, it can make you appear in darkness and very difficult to see you or your expressions. If you follow just these few suggestions, Zoom conferences will be a terrific experience for everyone.
our canned videos. Please, Sir PM.
Our ever-loving Father, the core of every reason, the source of truth. You who made the earth and the heavens are the ultimate goal of every knowledge seekers, the infinite wisdom, the cause of all that is good. We are truly grateful for this opportunity to gather together as a community despite the challenges we face each day. Yet you remained and gave us strength to carry on the responsibilities of bearing intelligence and using them for better purposes. We now humbly ask you to join us in our endeavor to explore the wonders of life in the world for knowledge's sake, that in whatever we learn today, we become more grounded to you, who is truth, who is love. We pray that you bless our speakers, the fount of your infinite knowledge, that they can share something worthwhile despite the limited time we have. They can channel all they know and share to us the beauty and truth of living as your child. We pray that you guide our participants, the seekers of your boundless knowledge, that they may continue to persevere in the search and be deemed worthy to share what they learn from today's session. Sanctify us, O Lord, not because we are worthy of it, but because we believe in your love and mercy, that at the end of the day, we can take home something that's amazing and meaningful. This we ask and pray through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Tayo nang tumayo at ilagay ang kanang kamay sa dibdib at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Republika ng Pilipinas.
Bayang magiliw, pelas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiging, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisingin. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong butaw, may nilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislat ng matawat mo'y tagumpay na nagninig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di manidinig. Lupa ng araw ng walhati pagsita, buhay ay langit sa Pilipinas. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, let us usher now into our virtual stage the welcome message of our Dean and at the same time, the Vice President for Academics. Please welcome Dr. Susan S. Bentor.
The Future Thinking University President, Future University, Dr. Victor Jr., equally dynamic Vice Presidents, Dr. Rosilio Romero for Administration and Finance, Dr. Erwin Salvatierra for Students and External Affairs, and Dr. Marian Agnes Mendoza for Research, Innovation and Extension Services, the transformative chairpersons of the different programs, Dr. Jinsun Ang for the Doctor of Education, Dr. Vicente Saltillo for the Doctor in Management, Dr. Maribel Sipagan for the Master of Arts in Education, and Dr. Anel Rotsilis for the Master in Public Management. The ever supportive faculty regent, Honorable Vinnie Coton, the highly esteemed and brilliant professors of the School of Graduate Studies, our dear students, ladies and gentlemen, my warmest greetings to everyone. Welcome to the Biliran Province State University for the first semester academic year 2021-2022. I am delighted to welcome our first year, transferring and continuing students to the university. The new academic year is just around the corner. Threats and uncertainties are still present, but this don't stop institutions of higher learning from traversing and thriving in this new normal education. Core use of the instance, plans and programs of the Biliran Province State University will empower its students to become flexible and resilient through time. Hence today, we commence the academic year through the conduct of the student onboarding program. This program is designed to welcome students to the new academic year. This event is another equally important part of your educational experience. This activity acquaints you to Biliran Province State University's educational landscapes and how an academic learning community thrives despite time challenges. On top of that, the student onboarding program is a great way to give everyone a sense of belongingness as we begin the new academic year, while also establishing and strengthening relationship, connections with your classmates, your professors, your friends, and academic administrative personnel, as well as faculty members. Furthermore, this aims to introduce flexible learning as an instructional delivery mode in the new normal setting through the contextualized learning management system or LMS and provide a network of care. There are also many learning possibilities available due to webinars and online learning platforms. So learning goes on even if you aren't there. These learning opportunities allow you to maximize your potential and positivity, influence you and others now and in the future. This epidemic era offers many possibilities, but also many difficulties. These obstacles make it easy to get overwhelmed and lose sight of your objectives. It's easy to lose our bearings. Above all, motivation is easily lost. At this point, I would like to share this message from an exceptional English poet, William Shakespeare's, and I quote, "We know what we are, but we know not what we may be." This beautiful motivational quote reminds us that we don't know what the future holds or how long schools will stay closed. But we can try to shape each day to be positive, creative, exciting, and rewarding. As William Shakespeare reminds us in this quote, our potential is infinite. Let me congratulate the organizers of this event, Dr. Erwin G. Salvatierra, the Vice President for Students and External Affairs, and his team for bringing us together to the second Biliran Province State University Students Onboarding Program. I hope everyone has a great start to the new academic year. Let us all work together as one BiPSU student body, community, and family. Welcome to BiPSU, and please contribute new ideas and enthusiasm to make BiPSU a better environment to learn and work with. Thank you for your virtual presence, and may you enjoy the rest of this activity. The best of luck to everyone as we thrive in this new normal education. A rainy and great morning to one and all.
Thank you, Dr. Susan S. Bentor. She is our Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and at the same time, our Vice President for Academics. Indeed, she has mentioned that there is a network of care, and at the School of Graduate Studies, we do care for you. Thus, this is our event. This is for everyone, for our continuing and our new students, your student onboarding. Thank you, Dean. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, let's usher in again a message from our Vice President for Students and Extension Services or External Affairs. Please welcome Dr. Erwin D. Salvatierra.
To our University President, Dr. Victor C. Cañizo Jr., to my fellow Vice Presidents, Dr. Cindy B. Romero, Dr. Maria Mendoza, Dr. Susan S. Bentor, and also the concurrent Dean of School of Graduate Studies, our chairpersons, faculty, students, ladies and gentlemen, maayong buntag sa atong tanan. It has been more than a year since COVID-19 pandemic caused education disruptions around the world. Most educational institutions have rushed to online distance learning to ensure continuity of education, and Biliran Province State University is one of those institutions through the use of BiPSU learning management system. However, for many teachers and students, the use of digital tools has brought struggles and challenges. Despite the hardships that we have faced, here we are today, starting the school year of 2021-2022. We have survived, and we will continue to survive. COVID ka lang, BiPSUnista lang ang sakalam. Education should continue to thrive even during this difficult time. The need to learn will be one of the coping up mechanisms of our students who are staying at home and had experienced boredom. I know there are so many challenges that we will encounter in the delivery of our service to our students, but we humbly ask for your understanding and commitment. To our dear faculty, your patience will be constantly tested, especially in these times, but it is a virtue we must practice as educators. And good things come to those who are patient. You are incredibly talented faculty, and I hope you will guide your students in their exploration. To our dear students, you are about to experience an intellectual adventure. BiPSU is a university leading in research and innovation, and it offers hundreds of courses from which you will choose that will open up doors of opportunities and possibilities. You may face a lot of ups and downs in this new normal of education, but never forget that BiPSU is here for you. Do not feel bad if your online class is not cooperating. We have the learning management system that will provide you the access to your lessons and modules. Have a positive mindset, and we, your mentors and instructors, will be assisting you all the way in the process of learning through this new normal. You can reach out to us, your instructors, if you experience your lessons, and we are willing to give you easy alternatives to get your lessons and modules. BiPSU will make sure that no student is left behind. So as we still have to continue our battle against this deadly virus, we, your mentors, would like to encourage you to be strong physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Inasmuch as we wanted to have a face-to-face class, your safety is much more priority to us. Hence, we will wait until this pandemic subsides, and we will meet all of you here at Biliran Province State University. Do not forget that being consistent in attending to your online school activities and classes will help you acquire knowledge and learning. Therefore, do not give up and surrender to the challenges you have encountered, because success is sweet if you have overcome the trials that hinders you in achieving your dreams. Lastly, I would like to thank all of you, our dear students, for your presence on this virtual activity. May you have a fruitful day. May your concerns, problems, queries be answered in today's orientation and students onboarding. I am encouraging everyone to stay safe and be healthy. Remember that during this time, health is wealth. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you, Dr. Salvatierra. Indeed, the intellectual adventure has started and will continue to flourish from the Office of the Vice President for Students and External Affairs. He has really that command, and he has really that arena that your safety is the best concern. And to borrow his line, COVID ka lang, BiPSUnista ang sakalam, right, Dean Ryan? And the rest of the faculty, thank you so much. Right, you are. And for a moment, we'll have a short breather from the School of Dance Company that BiPSU is really that proud of. If Engineer PM can have that played on our video screens. Thank you, Engineer. And an intermission number, that is.
Gato tiene
Thank you. That would be our Panamo Dance Company, the pride of Biliran Province State University. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now move on to the message of our president himself. Please usher in Dr. Victor C. Cañas Jr.
It is with distinct honor and privilege as I gladly welcome our dear BiPSUnistas for another year of academic pursuits of excellence and quality here at the premier state university in the province, the Biliran Province State University. I am very much happy to welcome you all, especially to our new students who will be part of the growing family of BiPSU. It has been twice already that we have opened our academic year under the new normal setup due to the posing threat brought about by this COVID-19 pandemic. 2 years ago, we have witnessed how the education sector, particularly the higher education, was greatly affected by this health crisis, forcing us to stop the conduct of the face-to-face classes and limiting our operations to ensure that your safety is foremost our top priority. Nevertheless, our university, guided with these two principles, saving lives and upholding quality education, did not just survive, but even thrive amid this pandemic. With our mantra, BiPSU is everywhere and that no BiPSUnista is left behind, our university has adopted the flexible learning delivery that ensures our learners' unique needs in terms of pace, place, process, and products of learning are seamlessly addressed. We make borderless education possible, bringing the university closer to every BiPSUnista and to the community. We will continue to serve our stakeholders and improve our performance to satisfy our clientele. We will never stop in our quest towards quality and excellence. And we will continue in weaving the worthy threads that will form the fabric that you will be using as future graduates of the Biliran Province State University. With this, I am humbly appealing to our dear students to help us also in weaving these worthy threads for our beloved university. The weaving process should not only be the responsibility of the administration, nor your teachers, but most importantly, it should be a collective effort among the stakeholders, and that includes you, our dear students. What you can contribute in the weaving process is immensely helpful in achieving our vision, mission, goals, and objectives. Using mnemonic WEAVE, WEAVE, I'll be sharing to you some nuggets of wisdom for you to remember and reflect during your academic stay here in BiPSU. Let's start with the W. Work out on your W's. If you could recall the basic information gathering technique, we do have the 5 W's and 1 H. The who, when, where, what, why, and how. My dear students, you should also work out on your 5 W's and 1 H while you are here in BiPSU. First, you should work out on your who. Who will be your support system in your entire academic battle? Who are those people whom you should establish networks? Of course, your parents, your teachers, your classmates, your friends, and this administration. And most importantly, Who would you become after those 4 or 5 years of struggles just to earn your degree? Knowing who you are would help achieve goals and ambitions in life. Second W, your when. Your when sets your time frame of your student journey. You have to make sure that if your target is to finish your degree within 4 years, have it as your target. Inasmuch as we want you to overstay in the university, however, we want you to graduate on time. Hence, you should make sure your calendar is up to date. Especially in this new normal setup, it is very important that you manage well your time, not to miss any deadlines, classes, or even get to know your classmates despite the distance you have. The third W, where. Where is something you should also consider, since that will be your compass while you are here in BiPSU. As a student, keep on asking yourself, where am I heading to? Am I on the right track? Is this road supposed to be taken? Questions like these will help you clear out your direction in life. Here in BiPSU, we make sure that right after you finish your degree, there is already a place somewhere out there waiting for you, because we believe that BiPSU honed you well for that right place. The fourth W, what? What, on the other hand, helps you to become more inquisitive about the things surrounding yourself and even in the world itself. As a BiPSUnista, you must always ask about the identity, nature, or value of an object or matter, especially those things that concern you most. Of course, the fifth W, your why. Your why makes you stand out from others. This defines your true purpose and reason why you are here in the university. Every BiPSUnista has her own reasons why she enrolls here, apart from those big universities in the cities. BiPSU exists because it has its own reasons and purpose, and that is to serve the Biliranons, the people in Eastern Visayas, as well as our countrymen as a whole, by providing quality and excellent education. How about you? What is your why? Definitely, your who, when, where, what, and why as a student would not be complete and meaningful without your how. Above anything else, your how will give you the blueprint to fully achieve of who you are, and when are you starting, where are you heading, what are your options, and why are you doing this? Now let's have the E. Focus on what is essential. The pandemic did not only falter our healthcare system, but more so, has tremendously affected even our mental state. I know you are struggling. Well, both you and your teachers are all trying to make it the flexible learning classes smooth sailing. However, you have to focus on what is essential for you, and that is to learn while taking good care of yourself. The university is doing its best to provide by all means your needs despite the challenges that come along our way. Just keep going on, but never forget to take good care of your safety and health. As what Aristotle said, The energy of the mind is the essence of life. Again, the energy of the mind is the essence of life. So condition your mind that only those essential things must be on your what to do lists. The next letter in the word weave, we're done with W, E, and now for letter A. Letter A stands for take action. Action speaks louder than words, as what old adage says. It may be worn out, but I guess still relevant right now. We are not invalidating all your concerns, much more your complaints. In fact, we are happy enough to hear from your end feedback about the services we offered. However, let us also be responsible BiPSUnista. You must take it, or you must take or initiate action. Instead of being too passive or complacent, be proactive. Make a difference through your small actions. In the mnemonic of the word weave, the fourth letter is letter V. With that, you are claiming victory in your own. Claiming victory is mindset or is mindsetting as well. You cannot be successful if you not even recognize small victories and aim right away for bigger ones. Emerging victorious means you have to be victor, both in mind and body. Student as you are, have a mindset of being victorious. Victory of being able to enroll in BiPSU, victory of being able to gain quality tertiary education, and victory of being yourself who accomplished something worthwhile. Because if you claim victory, the last letter in the word weave is letter E. And here, you are already an empowered student. Here in BiPSU, we do not provide only knowledge that you need. We do also instill values and train future leaders of the society. BiPSU is a home of empowered students and future professionals produced with a meaningful, competent, impactful, and goal-oriented learning journey shared both by the students and the teachers. This administration is very serious on its agenda for student development and progress. Hence, we still vouch to a pro-student BiPSU. We recognize our vital role in the decision-making of the university. Thus, we will and must continue empowering you to become more productive and responsive citizens of the society. So from the mnemonic weave, W-E-A-V-E. W stands for work out your W's and one H. Letter E, focus on what is essential. Letter A, take action. Letter V, claim victory. And letter E, empowered. To this end, may you weave the best threads interlaced with the core values of the university: brilliance, innovation, progress, service, and unity, in order to produce a tatak BiPSUnista fabric that can stand the test of the time and respond to what the futures will be. Let me also emphasize that your stay here in the university also reflects who you are. Hence, take good care of the name of your beloved institution. Protect and be proud and honored as you bring BiPSU to wherever you are and whatever you do. You must always reflect these lines from our university hymn. We hold your name, O close to our hearts, and we hoist high your banner to show we're now smart. 'Cause we know the truth, learn your virtue, and live your spirit, O BiPSU. I wish you all the best in this academic year 2021-2022. Just like roller coaster rides, just enjoy it but fasten your seatbelt tight so that you may not fall. Make some friends even in the virtual world, but keep in mind your safety and security as well. And most importantly, let us all pray that this pandemic will be over so that we can welcome you here physically and join with your excitement on your first day of class. Together, let's make BiPSU a wow.
Thank you, Dr. Caniezo. Indeed, every student of the School of Graduate Studies and every entity of the Biliran Province State University is part of weaving of worthiness because we are made and we are that tatak BiPSUnista fabric. The mantra of the university is always, no student is left behind. That is why we are offering seamless and borderless education. And as proof of that, we're moving to a virtual tour of our university as we get to know our university better and deeper. We'll have videos of our campus, then we'll move on with the history of BiPSU itself, then knowing your university as it is now. Then, of course, we'll introduce our key officials. Engineer PM has that in his modem on his laptop. So I'm giving the go signal for now for Engineer PM to play our videos. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a virtual tour.
Welcome to Biliran Province State University. Founded 48 years ago with campuses located at the municipalities of Naval and Biliran, the university has transformed to be one of the leading state universities offering multiple facets of discipline. With modernized facilities, the university is a safe environment for learning aimed at achieving the full potential of its clienteles. Mandated to produce graduates contributory to human empowerment and societal development, BiPSU empowers its students on skills and trainings in the passion to serve its community. The university's innovative research and demand-driven extension programs is a learning opportunity for its students for the progress of its stakeholders and community. Despite the growing threat of the COVID-19 pandemic, Biliran Province State University remains committed to providing quality education. The university has adopted flexible distance learning and the WoWBiPSU learning management system as an answer to facilitate learning despite the challenges caused by the pandemic. Designated learning kiosks have been scattered in different municipalities within Biliran and neighboring towns in Leyte in order to bring BiPSU closer to its clientele, making sure that BiPSU is everywhere.
Welcome to Biliran Province State University. Let me take you back to the institution's humble beginning. In 1946, a big step was taken in the development of higher education when the Naval High School was opened, making secondary education affordable to students from Biliran Island. Started as a secondary public high school, the Naval High School commenced its operation in the school year 1946 to 1947 through Municipal Resolution No. 35, issued by the late Mayor of the Municipality of Naval, Honorable Pablo Caneja, on October 13, 1945. The creation of Naval High School was a result from the request of the Navaleños during the dark days of the aftermath of the World War II. By virtue of Republic Act 4309 introduced by the late Congressman Marcelino Veloso on June 19, 1965, Naval High School was converted to a chartered state college named Naval Institute of Technology under the administration of Mr. Alfredo C. Josep, the first NIT president, with vocational and engineering curricular offerings. After Mr. Alfredo C. Josep retired from service in 1991, he was then succeeded by Dr. Francisco B. Ibio Sr., who became the officer in charge of the institution from 1991 to 1992. By virtue of a search committee, he was then preceded by Dr. Juanito S. Sison, who became the president of NIT from the year 1992 to 1999. At the end of Dr. Juanito S. Sison's term, he was succeeded by Dr. Esperanza D. Pajo, the First Lady President of the college. Dr. Pajo served for 4 years from 2000 to 2004. After her term, she was then preceded by Dr. Edita S. Son, who became the officer in charge of the institution. On October 14, 2009, the then Naval Institute of Technology was converted to Naval State University per Republic Act 9718 through Her Excellency Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, installing Dr. Edita S. Son as the first university president. Over time, the university is in its continuous pursuit for excellence, especially on its academic endeavors. Dr. Edita S. Henson served as the university president from the year 2009 to 2013. She was succeeded by Dr. Minerva E. Senyosa, Mrs. Ninita S. Sirenio, Dr. Matias A. Bentor Jr., and Dr. Victor C. Cañezo Jr., who all served in succession as officer in charge of NSU from the year 2013 to 2019. Expanding its mandate to provide every Biliran quality education and excellent training, NSU was converted to Biliran Province State University effective February 13, 2019, pursuant to Republic Act 11170 through His Excellency Rodrigo R. Duterte, installing Dr. Victor C. Cañezo Jr. as the first university president. Guided by the core values which is brilliance, innovation, progress, service, and unity, the university will ascend to its greater purpose through the implementation of its WoWBiPSU Waves of Worthiness banner program.
The premier institution of higher learning in the province, established to provide advanced education, higher technological and professional training to its clienteles, and produce research-driven, service-oriented, and globally competitive graduates. Welcome to Biliran Province State University. You are about to commence a new journey and enter a new world. So buckle up, BiPSUnistas, and join Tiger Bob as he tours you around the campus. The President's Office. Vice President for Administration and Finance. Presidential Management Team. University Media and Information Office. Medical and Dental Clinic. Registrar. Accounting. Cashier. University Gymnasium. Supply Office. Engineering and General Services Office. IGP. Cultural Office. Andaya Building. University Museum. Center for Biliran Province Studies. Management Information System. Gender and Development Office. Research Office. Vice President for Research and Innovation. Student Council. Student Center. Guidance Office. Student Development and Services Office. Vice President for Extension Services. Students and External Affairs. Popular Publication. Office of the Sports and Athletic Services. National Service Training Program Office. ID Production. Hostel. University Learning and Resource Center. Laboratory High School. Dormitory. BiPSU Garments Industry. ROTC. College Buildings. School of Teacher Education. School of Graduate Studies. School of Nursing and Health Sciences. School of Arts and Sciences. School of Criminal Justice. School of Technology and Computer Studies. School of Management and Entrepreneurship. School of Engineering. School of Maritime Education. And that's it, BiPSUnistas, the facilities and offices you'll be seeing for the next years of your stay on your new home. Truly, BiPSU has much more that it can offer that you really need to look forward to. The student-friendly offices, state-of-the-art buildings, and modernized learning facilities will make you say, I'm a proud BiPSUnista.
And that ends our virtual tour. And of course, we went on as well to the history of Biliran Province State University from its humble beginnings. Then we went as well to our Biliran campus. It's located at Biliran. And of course, we have shown to you our key officials and other key personnel of the university. Sir Ryan, if I can have you as early on board now. Sir Ryan, please. If I may ask, how many are still with us on Zoom and at Facebook Live?
Hi, ma'am Florabel. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. As of this time, we have 92 participants on board here in Zoom, and we have 115 in FB Live.
Thank you, Dean. And he's also part of the SGS faculty. He is our Dean of the School of Teacher Ed, and he's also the moderator for after our few talks from the LMS and the CIAS. What will be our mechanics after this?
Oh, yes. After the discussion of every discussant with the speaker, we'll right away proceed to Q&A.
Right, you are. So we are now alerting our students who have been with us on Facebook and Zoom to please prepare your questions as we usher you to the most important part of our SOB, and that would be our learning management system. And we shall be using that, but there will be also other options as said by the Dean earlier. Now, if you please usher into our virtual stage, our LMS administrator, please welcome Mr. Ludi B. Soliva.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Great day, everyone. It's an honor to be given this opportunity to share to you virtually, especially to our dear graduate school students who are on board this morning. And then I'll be having a quick tour to our learning management system. My respect to our Dean of School of Graduate Study, and also the Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Susan S. Bintor, to our University President, Sir Victor Cañeso Jr., and to the different deans of the different schools. Good morning. I will share now my presentation. Okay, I'm presenting to you now is the WoWBiPSU Learning Management Framework that we are using. Okay, I have also topics in doing some quick tours LMS. About LMS, we have some quick definitions on about LMS. 3 alternative LMS apps tour to LMS environment. I'll be having a short demonstration using those mobile apps using the browser application of our WoWBiPSU LMS. Okay, learning management system is a software application or a web-based technology used to plan, implement, and assist learning process. It is used for e-learning practices, and in its most common form consists of 2 elements: a server that performs the base functionality and a user interface that is operated by instructors, students, and administrator. A learning management system is a web-based program that administers the development, delivery, and management of content related to education or training. Although that our professors have they have their freedom to choose if we they choose WoWBiPSU learning management system as their platform to our flexible learning. They can use also like Google Classroom, no? Edmodo, Schoology, and other learning management platform. There are 3 ways to access the WoWBiPSU LMS. Now, first, you can download or you can search this top Moodle app. You just simply type this top Moodle app sa Google, and then eventually you'll be redirected to those page na page for this top Moodle app. You can install also mobile Moodle app, your Android phone, or we have Apple, no? You can search Play Store, just simply type Moodle app, and you will be find Moodle application, and then download it sa inyong mobile phone. And then you can also find LMS, WoWBiPSU LMS through browser-based LMS, no? If you don't know the link, you can visit bipsu.edu.ph na page na to, na button nga to for WoWBiPSU Learning Management System, and you will be redirected to the page of to the link, which is https://lms.bipsu.edu.ph. Then some of you has already user account, especially sa mga old students sa graduate school. And I will share later sa links to those, I will share form to those wala pa yung mga LMS account later. Okay, if you already downloaded your mobile Moodle app, once installed, no, log in as student by clicking the I'm a learner options, no? And if you are instructor, you choose I'm an educator. Now you just simply type the site address, no? Site address is https://lms.bipsu.edu.ph to proceed to or to connect to the page where you will log in your username and password. No, if you notice, the password is a combination of special character, no, upper and lowercase character, and also number. Okay, and then if you notice, sa graduate studies, ang ilahang username is first name and last name sa graduate studies. Sa undergrad naman is ang ilaha yung ID number. That's the difference sa user account sa graduate school and sa undergrad. Okay. To LMS environment, no? If you are using browser, you just simply type lms.bipsu.edu.ph, no? And then next to that page is this one. Just type in the web address bar https://lms.bipsu.edu.ph, then hit enter, and you'll be redirected to this page. Log in your user credential. For example, I have here my user credential and then my password. Okay, and you'll be redirected after you type your username and password. This is now your environment as a student. No? You can see in the this menu bar, this 3 horizontal bar. You will see some of the links for dashboard. This one is the dashboard. We have here site home, We have here calendar, private files where you can drag and drop your files here. Then this one is my courses where all of your subjects hide on these links. Okay. Then in your quick access toolbar in this right this top corner sa right, called this as quick access menu. You will see some hidden menu here, like dashboard, profile, grades, messages, and preferences. Now in the preferences, let's try to show you some quick tour sa LMS. Okay. Sabi here an example sa model desktop. Now, let's try example. This one is this one. Example, this one. This is my apps. No. If I'm a student, just simply click I'm a learner, for example, and then just simply type the URL https://lms.bipsu.edu.ph. This one. Then you will see connect to your site. Then click this one to connect sa server. Then you just simply type your given username and password. Example, I have here my dummy account, student. Okay, then click login. That's simple like that. Okay, then sa dashboard you will see sa imong mga subjects, no? You see here all of your subjects. In site home naman, this is where some schools, courses, subjects na sa site home. Just simply click course categories, and then you will be redirected to the different schools. No, this one. Okay, and then example sa graduate studies, and then I have here example sa MAED, sample lang, and 2021. Oh, summer man eh. Sorry. 2021, this one. Okay, I have here MAED, and this one I sample MAED IMS. Now, some of you, if dili mo maka-view or dili makita sa inyong dashboard ng inyong subjects, try to check sa site home kanina sa akong gipakita. Site home, course categories, then select sa inyong schools. Graduate School of Graduate Studies. This one, first semester 2021-2022. Then click kung asa ka nga program. This one, then click this one, this subject sample. And then if you notice naay description sa IMS na naay enrolled key, just simply copy that enrolled key. No? Then click enroll me. This one. I will ask you, are you sure you want to enroll yourself in this course? This is self-enrollment. Just simply paste here sa enrollment key. Then click enroll me. And now you are already enrolled sa subject na this one. MAED. Okay. Okay. This subject, for example. No? Self-enrollment is siya. Self-enroll. Now, if you notice, in this subject, there are some restriction, no? Example, sa subject ni Dr. Reynold sa information management system na ay pre-assessment. No, just click this one sa pre-assessment, and there also some restriction. Example, this one, restricted, not available unless the activity was documentary about 0 days. This one is dapat ma-complete nimo siya or ma-check this box, no, para ma-enable kini siya nga topic. And then this one next also after ani is this one. Naa say mga prerequisite dapat mabasahan sa nimo or ma-answeran sa nimo o sa ka maka-proceed to other na topic. Okay. No, there are some restrictions sa page, especially sa para order of activity. Yeah. And then ma-notice po nimo every time na kay ma-answeran or na kay ma-access nga activity or some content, this percentage here magtikataas ni siya up to 100%. Meaning if moabot sa 100%, meaning nahumana nimo tanan nga activity sa LMS. Okay, I hope na clear na siya. Okay, reminders lang la dapat na-assign check, no, na imo gawas nga check before siya mo enabled ang some restriction sa uban nga content. Okay, you can view also your classmates, no, sa participants. This one, dire mga na-enroll ani nga subject, no, I'm here now. Enroll ko ani nga subject, this one. Okay, and some grades if na-answer na. Okay, that one. Okay, this mas clear na sa using Moodle application sa apps. Now let's proceed naman sa browser base. Ba? Very easy lang siya. Now napaday before I forgot. Sa inyong nga account, for example, in my home, let's go back to my home page sa dashboard. Now, if you are connected sa internet, try to sync sa server. Click ka lang dire sa this one, my 3 horizontal bar called the burger menu. Just click that one. Then click preferences, and then click synchronize now. Especially if may update po sa server, makakonect ka, synchronize ka. Kaya click that one. And some activity like assignment na may attached files sa mobile apps, wala siya attached file, but you have to proceed. Example ha, balik ta. This menu kini siya sa burger menu. If naay attached file ang gi-require ni instructor or ni professor, just visit the site, click lang nimo ni siya si website, and then mo redirect na ka sa page sa LMS, this one, and dito ka maka-attach og files. Siyempre ang ato ang mga phone maka-open man gid na og browser, no, sa natay Chrome na browser. For example, if naay mga activities na kinahanglan og attached files, di man gid siya mabuhat diri sa this free version sa Moodle desktop nato. Okay, stop here, and next is sa browser. Let's try to check sa browser. Okay, visit sa website. Now sa website, if wala mo kasabot sa URL, just visit the BiPSU.edu.ph, and then in the right na part niya, this one sa page is naara dire, this one, learning management system. Pag click nimo ana, maadto na ka sa page sa LMS, this portion here. Now, let's try to log in sa ato ang account. Click ka log in, type ka sa imong username account, student. That one, then click ka login. Okay, I have here now my subject. I have now my subject, information management system, for example. So Ano siya. Now, if you want na ma-notify ka ni system, there is a quick access menu. Click that one. Click ka preferences. And then, click notification preferences. Then select or enable some button here. This one, kining naka-green, mo ni siya naka-enable. Every time na ay activity si professor or si instructor, ma-notify ka through your mobile apps or through email. Now, make sure na ang inyong email is valid email. Okay? Para maka-receive ka og mga notification sa LMS nato. Like sa this one, sa activities like forum, no, na-post sa forum, lesson, quiz, no, ma-notify ka, and also sa system if na-update sa ato ang LMS, ma-synchronize dayon sa imong mobile apps. Okay? Very user friendly ang ato ang LMS. We just click some of the menu here, like sa my courses, is where nakatago ang imuhang mga subjects or schools dili siya kung asa ka enrolled nga department. Okay, this one. Click ka sa this one. Okay. Ora. Okay. Now, I will be sharing also sa katong wala pay LMS gyud sila atong mga bag-o, no, kay naay nag-request ako like naay magpa-request nga wala or na-deactivate ang iyang account, no, LMS registration for new students. I already share the link sa chat box para ma-assist na ko later ang mga concern na wala pay LMS account. I think that's end my demonstration of learning management system. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you, Sir WoWBiPSU Oliva. Thank you for assisting us as we went through our learning management system. I believe he went on perfectly with his line about there is an academic freedom with our SGS professors, whether they will be using the LMS or another platform like the Google Meet or Messenger or Facebook. But BiPSU has this LMS as our pride. That is why we would like to encourage that the rest of our faculty will be using LMS and of course enroll our students in the system. So Ryan, have you gathered questions from your end from Facebook Live?
Yes, Ma'am Flor, as of now, there's none so far. Walang may nag-question. I think Saludi did this one, his job well, like discussing it well to the students kasi walang nag-question eh.
Okay po. So malamang ang galing-galing naman ng ating mga taga-MIS at taga-LMS. At sinabi mo naman lang na wala tayong mga katanungan, siguro ay pwede na tayong mag-proceed sa susunod. Ano po? There is a question. Yes, sir.
So I think may question dito.
Po, sige po.
We already received our study load. Hanggang doon lang ba? How about the GCs on our subjects? It's from MPM. Bierta yung name. Please, when you comment po, nag-ask kayo ng questions, make sure that you will reflect there your name and your program. Ito po, from Francisca BR Pon, Merced, how to create the username and password of that Moodle app. I think na-discuss na yan kanina. Ginaline Kulibaw Kulata, how can we get our username and password? Okay. So I think the admin of the SGS posted already the registration template or link here in FB. So the students may click this link for registration for your LMS username and password.
Dean Ryan, Sir Ludi has raised his hand. Maybe he can answer that directly.
Yes, Sir Ludi.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. With regards po sa access, actually po, naka-restrict siya to those na ay BiPSU email. But I will change sa settings sa BiPSU email. And to those professors or instructors sa mga subject, if they want to request sa ilahang class na magpa-BiPSU mail sa ilahang mga student, I can send you or you just request me to generate sa list of names. No, just I need lang po yung list of names sa mga students para ma-create na ako siya og BiPSU email. But from now, ako siya i-set sa settings sa restriction with regard sa LMS registration.
Okay.
Thank you po.
Thank you so much, Sir Ludi. I think, Ma'am Flor, having that BiPSU email is very, very convenient. Kasi pag gumagamit ka ng Google Meet, gumagamit ka ng Zoom, it's very easy to be on board or enter. Kasi naka-link siya sa institution natin. And that's the beauty of having a BiPSU mail, and that we are encouraging our students to have it. Please contact na lang siguro your faculty, your professors. On floor.
Yes, Dean Ryan. And moving on with having a BiPSU email. Sir Ludi, paki-elaborate nga po kung paano gagawin yon as a class or as a student or from the professor's end. Paano po yun nga uli?
From the professor end, ma'am, we'll send template where they can input po sa lahat ng name. The template will be used para mas dali ang data migration sa files.
Okay, as what I have understood, for example, I am a facilitator of one class.
Yes po.
Papagawa ako ng buong klase ko ng BiPSU email. Tapos
Yes,
kasama na din po doon ang kanilang access or password. Tama po ba?
Yes po, ma'am. Correct.
Very good. Thank you, Sir Ludi. So for those students who would really go, and sabi nga ni Sir Dean Ryan, that there's beauty in using our BiPSU email account. Gagawa po kami as a class, ibibigay po namin kay Sir Ludi, tapos ipapadala po namin sa inyo as a class as well, kasama na ang username at password. Tama po? Thank you. Sir Dean, we do have questions dito sa ating Zoom. Ma'am Queenie Maria Tan has shared her thoughts. Naka-download na po siya sa Moodle app sa kanyang phone, and then she checked the site home and course categories. There are no courses being posted pa as of the moment. How and why is it showing that way, Sir Ludi, from your end? Kung hindi pa makita ni student.
Yes, ma'am. Last night we already talked, Sir PM, with regards sa mga subjects po. And then for the meantime na naka-hide po siya kasi parang di pa yata tapos lahat po. Pero I think this day maano naman yun po.
Okay.
Ma-assign na po sila.
Yes, sir. Miss Queenie, I think that would mean the rest of the professors and facilitators are still uploading their lessons. Sir Reynold Bustilio, Dr. Bustilio, you may come in now. You're raising your hand. Maybe he has answers to some of these questions. Go ahead, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Ma'am, I am just cautioning our professor that we will only get data of our class list from our official student information and accounting system, and do not create our own list based on the actual attendees, but based on the class list generated on our CS or student information and accounting system. So para maiwasan po na ma-add natin doon sa LMS account natin ang hindi officially enrolled po, ma'am. That would be all.
Correct. Thank you. It's not just anyone who can come in and join our class. We need you to be officially registered. And of course, kasama po kayo sa official list ng ating SIS. SIAS po ang tawag doon. Thank you, Dr. Bustilio. So Ryan, from your end.
Yes, on floor. I think there are still questions here in the Zoom.
Yes, fire away.
From Diana Rose Likigan of EDD.
Mhm.
Sir, clarification po. The subjects every semester ay mawawala po ba pagtapos na ang class? Example po, summer class po nang nag-end na, nawala na yung mga subjects. Hindi na namin ma-access yung subject sa summer class. Sir Ludi, parang Sir Ludi ato makaka-answer nito. Sir Ludi, nawawala po ba ang mga...
Yes, sir. No, hindi po siya nawawala. Actually, nandyan po siya sa LMS. Siguro, if si professor mag-request po to open those, some of the student, may mga activities or they required the professor to complete those activity, I can open it po para sa kanila po. To those specific student po.
Okay. Hindi pala siya nawawala, Ma'am Flor. Nandyan lang siya. Mama Diana Rose. Okay na po ba yun, ma'am? Hindi po nawawala. In case po meron kayong isa-submit or you want to view again yung mga submitted requirements po ninyo sa inyong LMS, you can contact your professor, your previous professor sa mga nagdaang semester po ninyo. And then si professor pa mag-request sa MIS through Sir Ludi to open again yung account po ninyo doon. I mean yung file po niyo doon sa LMS po ninyo. Yun.
Okay,
Tapos,
sir. Thank you po.
Thank you, Ma'am Diana Rose. Next question tayo, Ma'am Flor.
Go ahead.
From Ma'am Joy M. Cordeta. What are the common reasons why invalid ang username and passwords? MPM po ako. I tried many times po. Sir Ludi, bakit nga ba?
Sa LMS po or sa SIAS po?
I think, hindi po na nasabi. Ma'am Joy, saan po ba ito? Sa LMS o sa SIAS?
SIAS, sir, and LMS. Ang dalawa po, I tried it many times, but I failed po. Invalid po yung nag-appear. Thank you.
Yes po, Sir Ludi.
You can fill in po sa form kanina na shinare ko. Then I will assist you po sa LMS. With regard sa SIA, si Sir Raymond po yung in charge. Thank you po.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Good morning.
Thank you, Ma'am Joy. So nice to see you again. Next question tayo. From DM Perez, Marilu. Ma'am Marilu Perez, DM, how can we know if we are officially enrolled? I think makikita yung Sir Ludi. Pag officially enrolled na sila, mabibigyan naman sila ng study load.
Yes, sir. Actually, si Sir Raymond po yan na topic yata kasi may mabuview naman ni student yung assessment niya sa SIAS niya po.
Okay. Sige, Ma'am Perez, antay-antay po tayo ng konti for Sir Raymond's topic po maya-maya. Okay. Check ko muna dun sa Ma'am Flor. Check ko muna dun sa may Facebook ha. Sandali po.
Go ahead. Sa mga katanungan ng iba, pwede naman tuloy-tuloy din tayo dito sa ating Zoom habang nag-check pa po si Dean Ryan dun sa kabila. All right, we do have from Miss Myra Luna. Continuing student, and she looks forward to witnessing more of WoWBiPSU's journey. She's eager and looking forward. Kailan daw po ang mga PhD programs available from our key officials po? If Dean Susan is still on board.
Yes, Ma'am Flor.
Will you please repeat the question?
One of our continuing students is asking, when will be the PhD programs be available po? Thank you.
Good morning. We are still in the process. We're still making the papers, the feasibility study and other documents to be submitted to consultation with the other stakeholders and also with the academic and administrative council, and maybe it will be offered first semester of school year 2022-2023.
Thank you, Dean. Miss Myra Luna, it's all in process and it has to go through stages. That is why thank you for your patience, but we would still be loving you to be with us on the next school year 2022-2023. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. I think wala na pong question about LMS. Some of the questions already more on enrollment. So, ito po, last na lang po. From Glenn P. Altar, I am not a new student, but simula nung first enroll ko, 2020-2021, second semester po, I did not receive any account for LMS. Hope ma-address po ang concern ko. Ma'am Glenn Altar, you need to tell or contact your professor para po ma-facilitate po ang need ninyo to have LMS account. Thank you po. So I think, Ma'am Flor, wala na pong mga questions about LMS. I think we need to proceed to the next topic po.
Thank you, Dean Ryan. We just have to acknowledge from Catherine Joy Alua, who said she received her study load through her Gmail. Does that mean officially enrolled na po ba siya? Yes po, ma'am. Thank you. And going on to our next presenter, please welcome our director for this ES, Dr. Raymond Santañez.
Yes, good morning. Let me share my screen first. Am I loud and clear?
Yes, Sir Raymond, very loud and very clear.
Thank you, sir. Okay, good morning to everyone. Before I'm going to start my presentation on the Student Information and Accounting System, first, to our University President, Dr. Victor Secanyeso, to the equally active Vice Presidents, to the Dean of the School of World Studies, and to the students who are present today in Zoom and in the Facebook Live. Good morning. Okay, my topic for today is I'm going to give you an idea on how you're going to navigate and use the CS of the university, which is the Student Information and Accounting System. So first, let me give you some of the slides, and which will give you an idea on what you're going to do before you're going to use the CS using the different browsers available. Okay, first, let me give you what is CS. CS is the process of entering and verifying data of student to register on particular school. The different interrelated processes build up the enrollment. And then systems are used particularly in recording and retrieving student information. So in our current setup, we have the CS as the one way of processing all the related transactions about students, in which we have these different entities under the CS, which includes the following. We have this the accounting, the cashier, registrar, the deans, teachers, students, and other offices who wish to to access the CS of the university by providing the access privilege. And then there are two ways to access the CS of the university. First, you can access the CS portal by accessing the WoWBiPSU website, which is using the www.bipsu.edu.ph, and then in the main page, you're going to scroll down the page. So you can see there is a CS portal, and then you're going to click that button or image. It will be redirected to open a new tab in which you can access or type your user credentials. The next, we have another way is that you're going to access directly the site of the CS of the university by using the www.icloudph.com/bipsu/cs. By the way, you can choose what browser you're going to use. It's either Google Chrome, Mozilla. We can also have the Opera, the Internet Explorer. Then you can also do Safari if you're using iPhone. Then how you are going to access the CS of the university. So once you are already on the main page of the CS, so there are 5 buttons available now. So we have the administrator, the instructor, the student, the parent, and the admission. So the good thing of this CS that there's additional features in parent and admission. Then, of course, in the student side, so you're going to click the student button. Then once you already have the assigned user credentials from the university, so you can type now your user ID and then the password. So once valid your credentials, then you will be redirected directly to the main page as a student in the CS. So this is how it looks on the CS now. So like for example, this one we have the main the page under the student account. So once you already have on the page, so you can have the transactions, reports, and then these two menu in which there are some important features that you need to use, or for example, the student profile. Once you are officially enrolled in the university, taking taking programs under the graduate status, so you can update also your profile. But there are some part of the profile which cannot be edited by the students, like for example, enrollment data. But other from that, personal information, addresses and contacts, the educational background, religious background, medical info, and then the employment records, you can update them. And then we have also the assessment of accounts, in which if you are officially enrolled and then you have your user credentials assigned to you, so you can view what are your subjects now enrolled in the university. So by this example, I'm using the undergrad, but later on I will use the records under the SGS program on my demo on the use of CS. No? Okay, if we try to click this assessment, it will display the subjects enrolled in the semester. And then if you want to access the printable PDF file, you're going to click only the PDF button on the right side of the page, and then automatically it will open the PDF file, in which it will serve as your study load and assessment, in which you can see or you can view what are your financial for the university. And then next, we also have the statement of accounts. So okay, under the statement of accounts, we have, if we're going to click the reports, then you can view if you have the previous transactions of the university, and you can see also, you can view if you have balances, no? So it is very clear. So it is important that you must have your user credentials on the utilization or the use of CS at the university, so that you can monitor also your statement of accounts, because there are it has been already a problem for the students that prior to the enrollment of the next semester, so they have no idea if how much is the balance now. So through the use of CS, you will be updated, no? So that is very important, that you need to have this user credentials to monitor your grades, your subjects, your statement of accounts, and other student-related transactions under the CS of the university. Okay, another one, if you're going to view your enrolled subjects, so like this on this page, so you're going to click on the reports, then click enrolled subjects, and automatically it will open this this page, and then you can set the period, no? So for those who don't have any idea what is period, no, it represents the school year and the semester. Like for example, no, the current semester as of today, no, as of this year, so we have school year 2021-2022 first semester. It means the period is 21-1. So the previous semester, as we have 20-2, I think there is summer class under SGS, so we call it 20-S. So the order of assigning the period is, it will base on the school year and the semester. So as of this semester, we have 21-1. And then automatically, once if you are officially enrolled, all of the subjects under your account will be displayed. And then as you can see an example, this is only for the undergrad. Okay, another things that, okay, this is already some concern, no, as a CS administrator of the university, the system administrator of the MIS. So it has been already a problem on asking your grades as students. So I think this time that you must utilize the CS, so that you will not be asking if these professors are already submitted their grades. So through the CS, you can monitor if you already have your grades in the university, you know, under the program. So through this one, click lang natin yung reports as a student, then final grades, and then you can see all the subjects and on that semester. And then with if you have the grades, automatically it will display naman the grades and the units. Okay, so this time I'm going to have the live presentation in the use of CS. So let me stop my share screen in this live presentation so that I can proceed. Open the CS at the university. Okay. Okay, as what I have said a while ago, there are two ways to access the CS at the university. So in this example, like for example, now we're going to open another tab. So let us try to type the BiPSU.edu.ph. Visible po ba yung ano, yung share ko, yung sa browser?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you po. Okay, first you can access through BiPSU.edu.ph. So as you can see now, and there are university website. On the main page, you're going to scroll down only, and then this one. As you can see, this there is CS portal. So if you want to access the CS, click lang natin yung CS portal, then automatically it will open another tab, and then it will display the CS of the university. So this is the another way of accessing the CS portal or the system of the university. Another thing is that you're going to type directly the address of the CS. So in this example, I will open again another tab. So we're going to type only iCloud ph.com/bipsu/CS. And press enter. Of course, you will be redirected to the page of the CS now. So this time I'm going to open the student account. This is a very important part of the students to access the system. So I will use one of the user credentials enrolled in the SGS under NPM. No? So for example, this one. As a student, then click natin yung user ID, then type in user ID. Then type the password. So we have this. So as you can see po, no, the user ID and the password is naka-hide. So this is to protect also, for example, no, your access to the CS of the university. Okay, click lang natin login. So automatically it will be open the page under the CS account, no, sa student. So as what I had said a while ago on my presentation, there are different features under the CS page now on the student account. So for example, if we're going to click the transactions, by the way, you can change password naman. The one who will assign or activate your user credentials, you may contact the school in charge. I think the School of Graduate Studies already assigned a personnel to activate the account of the students enrolled or officially enrolled. So I'm talking here about the officially enrolled students. So click natin yung change password. So if you actually before you can utilize the CS of the university, so you need to ask first your user credentials. Then if you want to update your password, you may type the old password and then assign new password also. So as easy as that. And then if you're going to click the student profile, by the way, this is very important now as part of the profile of individual officially enrolled in the university. So you can update naman. So on my slide presentation a while ago, that on the enrollment data, naka-disable po siya, no? As you can see, naka-lock yung data under this enrollment tab, no? And then you can update also your personal information. So if there are some information that you need to be encoded or in this student profile under your account, so please update lang, no? We have these addresses and contacts, no? And then we also have this educational background. So I hope you're going to update your profile as a student. Then another is that if you're going to open your assessment. So by the way, no, our enrollment today is we're going to confirm that we're going to enroll under the SGS different programs. So automatically, for example, for the students na in the outside Biliran, no, so they're going to confirm their enrollment through the SGS, and then the in charge will encode the subjects listed on the enrollment slip. No? So automatically, makita natin dito, no, na it will display for example, this one, under the school year 2021-22 first semester, the enrolled subjects, for example, under the account of Mr. Estrada, no? So automatically you can see all the amount na pwedeng bayaran ng isang student, or we have built the total assessment now. You can see also the miscellaneous fees distributed under the different fees now. including the details. And then the units. So six, for example, 2 subjects, so that is equivalent to 6 units. So 6 times 300 per unit. So your assessment will be 1,800. Then in addition to miscellaneous fees, so which is 900, a total of 2,700. So I think it's very clear for us, so that you can settle all your accounts naman in the cashier's office. And then if you want to view your PDF, so that you can print all your assessment or study load, so click lang natin yung PDF. Okay, so this one, makita na natin yung assessment as a student. So you can print this one or you can download this PDF file. So click lang natin yung download, or you can print it directly to, if you have printer naman. And next we have this one, the enrolled subjects. So assessment, enrolled subjects. By the way, you can track naman, for example, if you want to view your previous enrollment, so like this one, si Strada enrolled siya sa summer, makita po natin, so period. So dapat we know the period. For example, 21, this one. So still we can view the historical data of your enrollment, your enrolled subjects. Then next is we have, if you want to view our grades now, so we can click this one is either math curriculum. By the way, if you have any question, why is that there's math curriculum and inner curriculum? Prior to the enrollment of the program, so for example, if you are in the first semester, no, as a SGS student, so you will be assigned a profile with the course and the curriculum. So that curriculum will be used from the start of your program until the completion of all the required courses on that particular program. So guided siya using this what we call math curriculum. And then the other one is you're going to ignore the curriculum. For example, there are some subjects that offer from NPM or from MAED, and it's parang cross-enrolling students. So it's better to have this ignore curriculum just to view your grades. So for example, this one. So si Jojo, no? To view all the grades under the account of Strada. So clear lang natin yung period, and then it will display all the grades. But if specific yung period, for example, for the previous school year, so you can view naman, for example, previous semester, 20 LS lang. So automatically it will display naman. So that is how you're going to navigate your account under the CS student access. Then next we have this statement of account. Okay, by the way, we have this curriculum, no, makita natin during we have the list of subjects under the NPM. If you want to evaluate your grades, no, through the use of the curriculum created in the CS, under also the program, for example, Master in Public Management. So as you can see, there are some yellow color and the white color. It means that on the white color there are already erased. So I think there is a need to update these records. Okay, another thing is how you're going to view your statement of accounts. So what we're going to do is click reports and then the statement of accounts. Okay, and then as you can see on the historical data, from the start that you are admitted in the university to take the program, That's the time that you start also your transaction data records. No? For example, this one is record data from 2012 up to present. Then as you can see, so to avoid, for example, natin mga balance, no, we need to pay the account, no, the balances through cashier's office, or if there are another way, mode of payment, just to clear your accounts. And then, okay, I think these are only some of the important points if you're going to access the CS of the university. So if you have any questions, you are free to ask. Right? Okay, once again, good morning, and thank you for listening to my presentation on the use of student information and accounting system of the university.
Thank you, Dr. Santañez, and we are waiting for questions that shall be reflected on Zoom. And of course, Sir Ryan is in charge gathering and harvesting questions from our Facebook Live. We do have one from EdMath, who is creating student accounts with CS from Dr. Sir Vincent Lee. Sino daw po ang gumagawa ng account natin sa CS?
Okay, thank you. To Sir Vincent, so the one who will assign the user ID of the student, as what I have. No, the SGS assigned Mr. Harvey. The encoder of the SGS will be the one to assign the student account. But if in any case, face-to-face basis, if the in charge of the SGS is very busy for accommodating all these students enrolled in the different programs in the School of Graduate Studies, I can help also, naman. So there are already some students DM, no? So I replied naman, no, to have their accounts so that they can utilize or use the CS of the university. I hope I answered your question, Sir Vincent.
Thank you, Dr. Santianes. Floor, I think all the questions here in Facebook has been answered by that one answer only. Yan, pero mayroon ditong question about GC from Maria Joyce Erlandis Basi. Good day, ma'am and sir. Is there a GC po ba in every subject for us to be guided and be updated regarding with our classes? And are we using synchronous and asynchronous learning as well? So this is from Maria Joyce Erlandis Basi of Mind Filipino. I think, Ma'am Basi, you may contact your teacher, your professor, for your GC. Sila po, ang professors po ang in charge ng paggawa po ng GC. And as to synchronous and asynchronous, doon na rin po kayo ma-orient sa inyong virtual class sa first day ninyo po. So far wala na pong question dito sa my Facebook. Ayun, ito mayroon ba? From Bierta, I don't know anong pangalan nitong si Bierta. Explain po sana on the assumption na yung viewers ninyo ay new. Guide us po step by step. Pansin ko sa mga explanation pag enter na lang ng user ID, username and password. Pero walang binibigyan ng instruction kung paano magkakaroon nun. And pa-update po sa balances sa CD po ata reflected. Registered na kanina pero wala pa man reply since ongoing pang orientation. So I think this question on step-by-step process, Ma'am Bierta, pwede po pakilagay ng name niyo at ng inyong program. You're talking po sa pag-enter na lang ng username, user ID and password, pero walang binibigay ng instruction kung paano magkakaroon nun. I think it was already answered kanina po. Kung paano po magkakaroon ng SIAS ID and username and password and LMS ID, username and password. Maho ba, Ma'am Florabel?
Yes, Dean Ryan. For our CS accounts, we do have our staff sa graduate school, si Sir Harvey Alavera. Siya po ang in-charge ng ating mga CS activation. Makakatanggap po sila ng username and password doon sa kanilang mga Gmail accounts or Yahoo Mail accounts na naipasa po upon enrollment. And I think Sir Harvey is still poring over that with his class list based on the official list of enrollees. Iniisa-isa po nila yon na ipinapadala po sa ating mga students po.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And for further question, queries and other issues and concern, hindi ho kayong mag-chat or magsabi doon po sa inyong mga professors on the first day of class. Like hindi po mag-error ba or hindi po naka-function ang mga SIAS ID or password niyo, you may tell or ask help from your professors, and then sa professors po ang magfa-facilitate niyan sa mga SIAS administrators po natin.
And Sir Ryan, go ahead, Sir Raymond.
Let me add lang on the different question being raised by our participants today. So, by the way, to inform everybody, because this is already to inform also the professors that we're going to admit only the students who are officially enrolled in the university, because there are some students na nag-attend lang ng klase through the LMS, so in which they are not officially enrolled in the university. So that they will be given immediate action on the giving of user ID or user credentials. So I hope it is very clear to our present today for the students na before going to ask user credentials, dapat ma-check natin if you are officially enrolled at the university. Yan lang po. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Raymond. Maidagdag ko lang, Sir Ryan, may nabasa kang katanungan kanina about group chats. We are requesting our SGS students na medyo nahihirapan kami sa paghahanap ng kanilang mga Messenger and Facebook accounts kasi po ang mga kabataan ngayon kabaliktaran ng mga pangalan na isaad doon sa platform.
Yes,
hanap kami ng hanap, hindi namin mahanap.
Opo, Ma'am Flor, ito po, example na lang po ito. Nasa group, nasa Facebook Live tayo. Ito pong si Ma'am Beerta, B-E-E-R-T-A. Hindi po natin alam kung sino po. Kaya na po ako ask ng name po niya. Hindi po siya nagsasabi ng name niya. So paano po namin kayo ma-facilitate ng maayos if even your name po hindi po eksakto dun sa inyong mga accounts sa Facebook. Doon.
Yes, Dean Ryan, we do understand and respect their identities on social media. Others are clamoring to be, magtatago ng pangalan, magpapacute. Pero we are on an academic endeavor po. Kung mangyari lamang ay palitan natin ang ating mga pangalan or kung sila na mismo ang magre-reach out sa ating mga facilitators sa ating graduate school classes, kagaya ng mga pangyayari sa aming the teaching of English. Meron akong na-add na hindi pala siya. I was thinking she has that name. And then she was asking, why am I here? And I was saying, sorry, I think you were so-and-so. Please leave the GC. Namali po ako doon. Nabudol ako minsan. Opo. In our effort ba, kasi kailangan natin, no student is left behind. Kanya hahanapin para maisama sa ating class GC po. Ganun po tayo, mapagmahal.
Yun. Yeah, sabi nga kanina ma'am niya no ni President Dr. Caniezo na we cannot do this alone. We need you. In other words, it's a two-way. Para mahanap namin kayo, you need to also like do your part in facilitating, even just to register your name or post your name correctly online para po ma-recognize kayo kaagad. Ma'am Flor, meron po tayong question dito sa Facebook.
Go ahead, Dean.
From Ma'am Emilia Abelia Lapo, sabi po niya, Sir Ryan, we don't know the full name of our professor, Sir Ibio. Cannot search his FB account. Might edit. It's Dr. Francisco Ibio Jr. po. Sige po, Ma'am Emilia, I will find his account. I-send ko na lang po sa inyo maya-maya. And then, ito po, ma'am. Hi, ma'am and sir, from Maria Ninutska. Hi, sir and ma'am. I know unsaon pagkabalo if unsa nga section na belong, especially for foundation subjects. Thank you. Ma'am Maria Ninutska, first thing first po. O your professor po. Kung sino po ang professor na na-enrollan ninyo doon sa pag-enroll po ninyo ng mga subjects ninyo. And then from there, you may contact that particular professor, faculty, SGS faculty, para po ma-add kayo sa mga GCs nila. I think you only have 3. So parang madali naman hanapin ng 3 professors ninyo, and then hindi po ninyo silang kontakin. And then if talagang hindi, you may PM po, i-direct message mo po ako so that I can facilitate you to these professors po. And then lastly, last question dito as of now, from Ma'am Rochelle Ann Velasco Francisco. She said, therefore, we will just wait for the confirmation if you are officially enrolled, then wait again for the user ID and password. Sino pong mag-answer po nito, Ma'am Flor? It's all about enrollment. Baka po naka-asterisk po si Ma'am Rochelle Ann Velasco Francisco.
Enrollment from our staff malamang. Kasi we do have our personnel na naka-take charge doon. Tama po ba, Dean Susan?
Yes po, Ma'am Flor. If they have paid already the down payment, they are now officially enrolled in the School of Graduate Studies. Okay, there are those who just leave the subjects to be encoded. So once the subjects to be taken within the semesters are encoded, it is not an assurance that they are officially enrolled. They have to pay the down payment for them to be officially enrolled in the 3 subjects.
Thank you, Dean. And how much can we please share the information? How much are they going to pay for our down payment?
If we have implemented the increase in our tuition fee, I heard from Salientes, the down payment is 1,800 pesos.
All right, thank you,
But
Dean.
be sure that they have also to pay first their balances in the previous semester. If they still have balances in the previous semesters, other subjects cannot be included in our system. That is the process, ma'am.
Thank you, Dean. So we are cautioning our continuing students, before you can proceed and be classified as officially enrolled, please pay your balances or old account and then have your 1,800 ready, and then mapapadala na kayo ng ating mga Gmail and of course CS account activated, fully activated and classified as officially enrolled. Salamat po, Dean. DM Paris Marilu has her thoughts and sentiments na ipasa na po niya kanyang mga PM sa kanyang mga professors, pero hindi po nila mahanap at no reply po sa messenger. Thank you, ma'am, for your effort as well. We recognize that. Pakaantay na lang po sa inyong mga professors. Salamat po. Sir Ludi, what do we have on our chat box? This is what you're telling us for your reference po. This could be, I think, the steps that each student has to go through. Tama po, Sir Ludi?
Hindi po ma'am, yung link po yan po ma'am sa yung nagtatanong kung sino yung mga professor po nila sa subject. Then nandyan po sa, I think posted po ni BiPSU Graduate School po yung mga subject and mga professor po. Someone is asking po kasi. I really share na lang po for reference nila.
Okay, in addition also, there are subjects which have only one or two students. We dissolve the subject and we find also another teaching load for the professor. So there are slight changes, Sir Lodi. I will provide you tomorrow or on Monday the final, since we have slight changes in our schedule of classes.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Then we have also new professors in the Doctor of Education and in Doctor in Management. We have new professors, we have visiting professors. And as what I have said a while ago, there are subjects which were dissolved since only one or two students are enrolled in the subject. That's also, thank you.
Thank you, Sir Ludi. Thank you, Dean. Sir Vince again from MAED. He has paid 1,500 and now he's worried because, as announced by the Dean, our down payment is 1,800. Ano pong mangyayari doon sa kanya?
Sir Vince, I'll try to ask Ma'am Sheila Salientes, the in charge of the setting up of the tuition fee in our system, or if the new rate has been implemented. Try to see also in the CIAS if your name is already there, so meaning to say you are now officially enrolled in all your subjects.
All right, I think we have answered everything on the Zoom and from the Facebook Live. Miss Kator was asking if we can open our camera if we're talking on board so that they would be recognizing us as well. And I think I have opened my cam to that inquiry. From Miss Jocelyn Atienza, she's asking, she only paid for miscellaneous, which is 1,000 pesos. Is she now officially enrolled? Sir Margreen. Thank you. Ma'am Dean, 1,000 pesos lang po na ibigay niya.
We will try to check in the section in the cashier's office if they accepted the 1,000 payment. So how did you pay, sir? Was it through online or in person? How did you pay the 1,000 pesos? Did you send it through online? Or
yes po, nasagot po agad tayo ni Ma'am Jocelyn, online po.
So we have to check that in the cashier's office if they have received already your 1,000 pesos and if it was already credited also in your name for your tuition fee this semester.
All right. Can we please hold our horses for the moment? Everyone is so excited to be airing their questions, but we still have other parts of the program. And Engineer P must caution me that we still have to proceed. Yeah, hold your horses, hold it, ladies and gentlemen, please. Now let's have our video presentation from the Office of Gender and Development. Please type your inquiries as we move on with the rest of the program. Engineer PM, please, your turn now. Technical crew, thank you. We're going to the rest of the program, and the university has the Gender and Development Office, and we're going to play a video presentation of how can we help our student population. Engineer PM, take it away.
Welcome to the Biliran Province State University Gender and Development Office. Biliran Province State University, as a higher education institution, provides learning and opportunities and empowers its stakeholders by recognizing and promoting equality between men and women. The BiPSU Gender and Development Office was created in accordance with international and national policies that respond to the protection of both men and women against economic, social, and political forms of discrimination. CEDAW, Beijing Platform for Action, Sustainable Development Goals, the 1987 Constitution, EO number 348 series of 1989, EO number 273 series of 1995, RA 7192, RA 9710, RA 9262, RA 7877, RA 11313, RA 8505, CMO1 series of 2015, CHED and BBM Joint Circular 2012-01. Its core mandate is to provide internal guidance on how the university can integrate a gender-sensitive and gender-responsive learning environment that respects human rights throughout policy formulation, program development, and activity implementation. To instill the principles of gender equality among learners, gender-related courses are embedded in the curriculum of all academic programs. This ensures that learning is inclusive, affirmative, representative, and integrated, weaving together the experiences, needs, and interests of all learners. The Gender and Development, together with the Research Office of the University, has both led and continually challenged by completing researches needed by the institution and by the community. It has even innovated community machinery that is gender responsive and was submitted to the IPO as a patent. The office takes pride in its achievement in coordinating with the community for its extension services. As the ICESP has specifically pointed out gender and development as one area to be extensively conducted in the local and regional community, the GAD office has significantly made significant contributions either in cognitive learning or practices, as many of its extension service programs are gender sensitive and gender responsive.
Salamat, Mayor Gerard Espina, BiPSU Extension Service Office, School of Technology and Computer Studies of the Gender and Development Office.
Indeed, BiPSU is a gender-responsive institution that continues to weave its efforts in addressing gender-related issues to create a safer environment and a better education for all.
Yes, let's proceed with the library services and on with our guidance office and SDSO. Sir PM, please hit the buttons. Thank you.
Good day, BiPSUnistas. Welcome to the online library orientation school year 2021-2022. I'm Brian, your virtual librarian for today. And despite the ongoing threat of COVID-19 pandemic, the library still ensures that services will be delivered to you at your own pace. And now, before I present to you our library personnel, online and on-site library services, and the library service hours, let's have first a quick tour to our University Learning Resource Center. The library is not just conducive to learning, but also offers a variety of current and relevant collections and equipment. The library has a total of 18,016 number of volumes, print and non-print materials. For unpublished materials, there are 528 number of volumes. For professional journals, there are 621 number of titles. For electronic resources, there are 310 number of titles. The library is equipped with integrated library management system known as Destiny Library Manager. This library manager provides access and enables searching to all available collections in the library for its customers. The features include patron registration of accounts, electronic circulation, online public access catalog, and other electronic reports. Along with the integrated library management system is the RFID security gate. It detects library materials through RFID chips. When a customer walks between the gates with a library item that is not properly checked out, an alarm will sound. The library also provides access to communication technology-based learning resources and materials through the electronic room. And one of the ICT-based learning resource materials of the library is the Starbooks. Dubbed as the first Philippine Science and Technology digital library in a box, It aims to provide science and technology-based educational and learning resources in various formats. This time, let's get to know our library personnel. Dr. Concepcion M. Gayrama, Chief Administrative Officer for Administration and the Director of Library Services. Mrs. Grace G. Sinesa, the Librarian in Charge for School of Criminal Justice Education, School of Maritime Education, School of Engineering, and School of Management and Entrepreneurship. Mr. Joe Brian C. Cadiente, the Librarian in Charge for School of Teacher Education, School of Graduate Studies, and School of Technology and Computer Studies. And Ms. Azenet Beroneo, the Librarian in Charge for School of Arts and Sciences, School of Nursing, and Health Sciences. Mrs. Mary Ann J. Roldan, our Circulation in Charge, and Ms. Daisy R. Pharma, our Patron Maintenance in Charge. The library offers both online and on-site services that you can access through the comfort of your home. First, we have Ask Livia, Library Virtual Information Assistant. This service allows librarians and library customers to communicate in real time through the internet by chat, email, or instant messaging. You may follow us in our social media accounts flash on your screen. Another service of the library is the Digital Document Delivery Service. It is a service that supports document scanning through PDF or e-copy format. It is to cater online book requests among BiPSU library customers through sending a scanned copy via email. Please take note, pursuant to the Republic Act Number 8293, or known as the Philippine Copyright Law, we will only deliver a portion, chapter, or a page of the book needed for your reference and not the entire material. Another online service of the library is the Electronic Book Assistance. This is to support the BiPSUnistas on their needs for electronic resources through sending free ebooks or e-journals for your curricular requirements. Online library instruction. BiPSU Library now offers virtual instructional services aimed at helping BiPSUnistas become more skilled in identifying, locating, and accessing relevant information resources through open access databases. Students and faculty must submit a request by filling out an online request form using the link provided on your screen. And now, these are the steps on how to avail the online library services. First, send us a message through our social media accounts with your school ID or study load this current semester for verification. Once verified, Livia will send you a notification and will assist you in your queries and reference needs. After checking the availability of the resources requested, an e-copy will be sent to your email. For on-site borrowing and returning of books, library customers may visit the library for activation of their library account. Just bring with you your ID or the current workload for faculty and study load for student. Books shall be quarantined within 48 hours upon return and shall be disinfected before returning to the different sections in the library. Book drop, which serves as quarantine area of returned books, is located near the circulation area of the library. The library is open for face-to-face transaction from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Meanwhile, our virtual librarian Livia is ready to serve from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. from Monday to Friday. And now, I'll end this orientation with a quote. It's your library, use it.
Good day everyone. I am Ms. Jocelyn Cain, the University Guidance Counselor, and with me is Mrs. Maria Corazon Napalit, the Chairperson of the Office of the BiPSU Guidance and Counseling Services Office. I am tasked to give you some of the answers to the most commonly asked questions. The first question is, what is the role of the Office of the Guidance and Counseling Services in the university? The Guidance and Counseling Services Office is there to assist students and in their adjustment and coping at the university. We facilitate them so that they will develop as a well-balanced and well-rounded individuals ready to cope with the challenges of life. And we are backed up by the 6 basic guide and counseling services, and they are the following: information and orientation services, appraisal, individual analysis inventory or the evaluation services, counseling services, career and placement services, psychosocial and support services, research and extension services. Now, how are they delivered during this new normal? Programs, services, and activities are delivered in an online, offline, and face-to-face modes. The information and orientation services, we provide relevant and important information about the university, orient students about school policies and facilities and the available course offerings. We also organize seminars and trainings, and due to pandemic, some of the activities are conducted virtually like what we have today, and at times it is conducted face-to-face if approved by the local IATF. The second service is the appraisal, individual analysis inventory or the evaluation services. This is designed to gather all reliable data, information, and record of students for profiling, for purposes of counseling, research, and some psychosocial support services. During this enrollment in the new normal, the new first year and transferees filled up a Google Guidance Inventory form, and these forms are printed and kept by the school guidance coordinators. We also have psychological tests like IQ test, aptitude test, personality tests. These tests are administered and interpreted by our psychometricians. The university has hired recently an additional 1 licensed psychometrician, and they are now taking charge of the newly created office, which is the Office of Admission and Retention. But of course, they are still part of the Guidance and Counseling Services Office, being psychometricians. Third service is the counseling services. This is the heart of guidance. This is one of the most important functions of the office that helps students with concerns, confused, and heavily burdened with problems. Counseling can only be handled by a licensed guidance counselor. And since we only have 1 licensed guidance counselor, the office created a pool of school guidance coordinators who are faculty members and are designated as such. They assist the office by responding to the needs and concerns of the students enrolled in the respective schools, but would always refer cases to the licensed guidance counselor who need students who need counseling. The fourth service is the Career and Placement Services. This will assist students who are in constantly confirming themselves if they are on the right career pathing. Seminars and webinars are organized for this purpose. Career coaching are also done to assist students in their confusion on the choice of the right course and what really fits their potentials mentally, financially, and physically. And these students are recommended for a particular school who can assist them in their goals. The fifth service is the psychosocial support services. Again, this is delivered online, offline, and face-to-face. Students who need to avail of assistance from the office will reach out to their school guidance coordinators through their given contact numbers and school FB page or the psychosocial support of the BiPSU Guidance and Counseling Services Office Facebook page. Here is the poster containing all the school guidance coordinators. We will be posting this poster in every school so that you get acquainted with your school guidance counselor, a school guidance coordinator. The school guidance coordinator will assess the students' concerns and facilitate them if it is within their capacity to help. But if not, they have to refer him or her to another helping professionals like doctors, nurses, lawyers, deans, or other instructors, or to a government agency that would best help her or him like the DSWD, DOH, DOLE, PNP, PAO, DILG, PESO, and the like. The school guidance coordinator will monitor the student every now and then through calls and chats, and if the problem is not settled yet, help is provided in a way of referrals until the problem is solved. All the transactions made by the school's guidance coordinators are documented in a logbook. The sixth service is the research and extension services. Relevant students' data are stored in the office for research purposes. The office also coordinates with the Extension Services Office for programs and activities conducted outside the university. The community's invitation to talk on topics like career guidance, psychosocial support, mental health, stress management, teenage pregnancy, and AIDS prevention are responded and always coordinated. These are the basic guidance services that our students and faculty can avail of. The next question is, where can we find the Guidance and Counseling Services Office? It is located at the BiPSU Student Center, second floor, across the office of the Vice President for Students and External Affairs and Office of the Director for Students Development Services. Next question is, whom to approach when I need someone to talk to, need enlightenment to my confusion and is feeling depressed. Again, you can always approach your school guidance coordinator, the university guidance counselor, or any of the guidance and counseling services staff. Last but not the least question, do we have to be afraid of the guidance coaches, guidance counselor when we commit something undesirable? The answer is, of course not. The guidance personnel are one of the friendliest people in the university. It is not our job to impose punishment to students who committed school policies violations. We are there to assist students in their struggles and help them become better versions of themselves. That's all, and thank you so much for this opportunity. And once again, thank you for choosing and trusting Biliran Province State University as the institution to mold you to become better than best and successful, happy individuals in the near future. Good day, everyone. Keep safe, and God bless you. Thank you.
Biliran Province State University. The Student Development Services Office is one of the offices under the supervision of the Office of the Students and External Affairs. It is supervised by Dr. Erwin G. Salvatierra, the Vice President for Students and External Affairs. Student Development Services Office. The Student Development Services Office is headed by Dr. Norma M. Dual, the Director for Student Development Services. The Student Development Services Office covers the services concerning student welfare, student development, and offers institutional student programs and services. Student Welfare Services. Guidance and Counseling Services. The Guidance and Counseling Office is headed by Mrs. Corazon D. Napalit, the Chairperson for Guidance Services, and Mrs. Jocelyn F. Caing, the University Guidance Counselor. The Guidance and Counseling Services Office offers psychosocial services during the new normal through online counseling or scheduled personal counseling. Student Development Services, Student Assistantship and Student Organizations. Student Assistantship and Student Organizations are being supervised by Mrs. Lorna de los Santos, the SDSO staff. Student Assistantship provides students the chance to work for 4 hours during their vacant time at the offices inside the campus. Student organization is an opportunity given to students to register their organizations legitimately and authorize them to conduct activities inside the campus. Career and Placement Office. The Career and Placement Office is headed by Dr. Miguel Supremo, the PESO Manager. The Career and Placement Office offers job opportunities through the conduct of job fairs and post-work vacancies. Student Council, Supreme Student Council, and Federated Student Councils. The Federated Student Council is being supervised by Mr. Mark Christian Almazan, the advisor. Another advisor for the Federated Student Council is Mr. Fernando Villalino. For the Supreme Student Council, we have Mr. Chris Buscay, the advisor. We also have another Supreme Student Council advisor in the person of Mr. Rene Saul. SSC and FSC provides leadership opportunity for students and become the voice that represents them in the university. The Pillar Publication. The Pillar Publication is supervised by Ms. Jenny A. Hinugin, the advisor. The Pillar Publication aims to hone students who excel in writing and reporting. Sports and Athletic Services. The Sports and Athletic Services Office is being supervised by Mr. Toribio Juan F. Trani, the Director, together with his very active staff, Mr. Mark Lester M. Gaviola. The Sports and Athletic Services Office assists and enables students to develop their sports abilities and skills. Arts Services. The Culture and Arts Services is being headed by Dr. Ryan Chutel P. Arpon, the Director. Culture and Arts Service concentrates on the development of culture and arts skills and talents of students. Institutional Student Programs and Services. Scholarship Programs. Scholarship programs are being supervised by Ms. Maricel Saulan, the BiPSU staff. In charge of the free tuition and billing process, we have Ms. Sheila C. Salentes, the Unifast focal person. The scholarship offered are CHED scholarship programs, DOST, GSIS, Academic Scholarship, TDP Test, TEST. For inquiries, kindly contact Ms. Maricel Saulan and Ms. Sheila Salentes. Admission and Retention Services. The Admission and Retention Office is being headed by Ms. Norma Isiha, together with Ms. Abigail Capales, the University's Psychonutrition. The Admission and Retention Services takes charge in the enrollment and retention process. Foreign and International Student Services. The Office of International Affairs is being headed by Dr. Maribel N. Zipagan, the Director. The Foreign and International Student Service provides student exchange programs for students and faculty. Food Services. Food Services is being supervised by Dr. Francisco M. Ibio, the Director for Income Generating Projects. Medical and Dental Services. The Medical and Dental Services is being headed by Dr. Ana Maria Hagurus, the Medical Officer. The Medical and Dental Clinic offers online medical and dental consultation and online appointment and schedule for dental services. Safety and Security Services. The Safety and Security Services is headed by Mr. Pablo Cipriano, the Chief Security Officer. The Safety and Security Service ensures that all students will be safe and secure inside the campus. Observance of the health and safety protocols are fully enforced by the office. Those are the offices under the Student Development Services Office. For inquiries, you can message us through the BiPSU official FB page or visit our office located at the BiPSU Student Center. Thank you, be safe and healthy, and God bless.
Thank you to our dear partners in our university. Earlier, we have had our Gender and Development Office and our salute to Dr. Marian Luan. And of course, we have had our University Learning Resource Center library from Dr. Concepcion Guerrama, and of course, with the support and assistance of Mr. Brian Cadiente. Then Ms. Jocelyn Kaing guided us through the Guidance and Counseling Office. And we have just had our SDSO from the office of Dr. Norma M. Dualio. Thank you so much, Engineer PM. Do we still have more questions? Right, because we're going through our open forum right now. Sir Ryan, if you're still there, help me out with this one. Thank you.
Hi, ma'am. Yes, of course. I am browsing the FB. There actually, most of their queries are about balances, outstanding balance, down payment, and all. So let's say this one, a query from Mr. Noel P. Katingo. He said that, I guess the new tuition fee or tuition rate is now implemented as it is reflected in SIAS. I sent 2,700 to Sir Richard 2 weeks ago, 1,2 as payment for the outstanding balance and 1,500 as down payment for this semester. But still, I am unofficially enrolled. Maybe the reason is I still lack 300 for down payment. So, muna yung pangutana.
Sir Ryan,
yes, Ma'am
the down
Susan.
payment is only 1,500.
So everyone is
down
safe.
payment. So there will be adjustment in their tuition fees by the midterm and the final examinations. Okay, thank you, Sir Ryan.
Thank you, Ma'am San.
Ryan, excuse me.
Yes.
Ano po yung name? Ano po yung name ng student?
Noel P. Katingob, sir.
Noel P. Katingo?
Ano ko po, i-type ko po sa group chat.
Sige po.
Yan po, sir.
Katingo.
Yes, Sir Dean, and in line with that inquiry, I think we also have that same case scenario with Sir Kenneth Puluyapoy. He has paid the fees and has received a certificate of registration, but apparently he hasn't received any username or password just yet. Now, this was answered eventually from Sir Ludi and Sir Raymond. They have acknowledged to be really of help with the assistance for taking care and taking charge for the CS and LMS accounts. But they have also reflected that over our chat box, our link for new and old students. If Sir Ryan can also replicate this in our Facebook Live, registration link for new and old students so that they can have a full access to our LMS and CS online accounts. Thank you, Sir Dean. Anything more? Malamang naghahagilap pa ng mga katanungan si Sir Dean doon sa Facebook Live. And we are very thankful that our continuing and new students are still joining us despite the time. It's almost lunchtime.
Ma'am Florabel.
Yes, Sir Raymond, go ahead.
Si Sir Noel P. Katingo is not yet validated.
What does that mean po? Ano po ang mangyayari doon sa kanya?
It means na yung hindi pa siya officially enrolled kasi naka-reflect dito sa system is naka-asterisk pa po. So it means not officially enrolled.
Okay. Ayun po sa nabasa ni Dean Ryan kanina, nagpadala po siya ng kaakibat na halaga para sa kabayaran ng old balance at saka down payment. Paano po ang mangyayari doon?
Siguro po, ma'am, is check na lang siguro, verify na lang siguro sa accounting regarding this matter.
Okay, so direkta na po tayo sa cashier at accounting. Yes, Dean, you have the floor.
I would like to suggest to the student concerned, you may send the screenshot of the receipt of your payment so we can follow up in the cashier's office.
Perfect. Yes, please do that, Sir Katingo. We would need your help as well on sending us proof of payment kasi baka nandun na po talaga sa cashier at nakapila lang po doon. Anyway, it's still Saturday and we do hope we'll have the perfect answers by Friday or anytime because our transactions anyway with SGS on inquiries and other matters are done online. Pero yung cashier at accounting po ay may kaakibat na oras at araw lang po. Salamat po sa pag-iintindi. I am also browsing other information that is reflected in our chat box, pero mukhang nasagot na po ng ating mga karampatang empleyado at mga delegado para sa ating mga organisasyon na sambit, kagaya ng LMS at ng SIAS. Mabilisan po ang reply ng mga taga LMS at SIAS. Our salute to you, gentlemen. One click at kayo po ay aming napapagkasunduan. Nahihirapan ako sa pananagalog, ganun din sa Ingles. Asan na ba si Sir Ryan? Kasi po,
Nahihirapan ka na sa kalisod, ma'am.
at medyo nag-guilty ako dun sa kanina nasambit ko. Sabi ko, we were having a hard time locating our profiles of our students, yet I was guilty of myself because my messenger account is not my real name per se. Kaya dali-dali kong naiwas to doon sa aming group chat. Sabi ko, guilty. Pero naiwas ko na po ang aking pangalan doon. We're happy that we still have 76 participants on Zoom. They have really made it this far. Ano po kaya sa Facebook Live, Sir Ryan? Do we still have an update of our Facebook Live viewers?
Yes, ma'am. More on CS na yung mga questions nila po dito. And then sa FB Live, tuition fee na po. So parang same question po about miscellaneous fee and down payment. So and they're asking about why naka-asterisk pa po yung name nila sa SIA. So I think that's for validation pa po. So maybe the students will be checking again their SIAs next week, Monday or Tuesday, para makita nila kung still naka-asterisk pa. If that's still the case, they need to contact Lee Harvey sa office ng grad school.
Right. A follow-up question parallel to that is from Miss Queenie. When the student has already a user and password for the SIAS, does that mean that she is officially enrolled? Nahilo ako. Sir Ludi, please help me out with this.
Okay, Ma'am Florabel, let me answer the question of Ma'am Queenie. So, once you already have an ID and password, except if you are a continuing students of the university, of course you have an existing ID and password. But with regards to if you are officially enrolled in a particular program, it depends on for example, nag-enroll ka ng subjects and then without any payment, so you will be considered as unofficially enrolled, even though you are included in the SIAS of the university. So we need to settle our accounts so that we will be officially enrolled.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Santan. Yes, correct. According to Ma'am Joy Cordeta, and plus to the quick reply responses from our IT personnel. So, Ms. Queenie, it doesn't manifest that you're officially enrolled once you have that account. We still need a payment, harsh as we may be, but that's our school policy. Thank you po. Any more issues from our dean for further announcements? Maybe it's 11:52 on our clock. Thank you, Dean. I gathered.
Once again, good morning, everyone.
Yes, Dean, go ahead.
This is now the official start of our classes. And students, try to reach your professor so that they will be added in the group chat and you will have the updates of your subjects. And see to it also that you will be officially enrolled so that you will not be included once the MIS personnel will have the cleanup. Be sure that you are officially enrolled. That's all, Ma'am Flor.
Thank you, Dean. From the IT crew, how soon will you be cleaning up the system? That's my question to Dr. Raymond or Sir Ludi. Mabilisan po tayo, clean up.
Okay, it depends on the schedule, ma'am. But we encourage also that all the students who are included their subject must sit on their accounts ASAP. Because there are some students na nagsisit on account at the end of semester. So sometimes nag-pa-include ka sa grade school and then suddenly nawala ang iyong account because you were not able to pay the down payment to consider you as officially enrolled students in the graduate school.
Okay, exactly your point. Now there's a follow-up question for Dr. Santanas from Miss Queenie. If she fails to log out and from her CS, does that mean the account is prone to hacking, or might other users be able to log in with her account and other information? Hindi siya nakapag-log out.
Ma'am, kung personal phone po ninyo, okay lang, no? But because meron kasi tayo tinatawag na temporary files sa ating devices. But if you're going to use other computers outside, for example, nagre-rent kayo ng mga computer outside per hour, so you need to log out properly to clean your account and the different browser being used for security purposes.
Right, so we have to be very cautious, dear students. If you have your personal phones or personal computers, that is safer. But if you're doing that publicly or from a computer cafe, please be cautious with logging out of our system. Right, there is a request though. Miss Eunice is asking if she can have the list of our professors and facilitators for MPM. We would love to have that, Sir PM, if you are ready with your posting of our names and faces on our Facebook account later, we'll address this po. Miss Diana Rose Likigan from DM, TM or Eddie. Please, your question,
Hello,
madam.
Good noon, ma'am.
Po, yes, go ahead.
As lang sana, ma'am, ng about kung wrong ang total ay, copy, ma'am. Yung ma'am, total na ma'am, babayaran dito, nakikita ko sa sa SIAS ko. Mali yata yung total niya, ma'am, kasi yung sa kasama ko 1,000 lang, tapos sa akin 1,100 sa ba to? Sa assessment, sa babayaran, ma'am, ba makikita yung assessment, iba yung total or iba-iba ba talaga yung total niya, ma'am?
Sir Raymond? Yes, thank you, Ms. Likigan. Sir Raymond, do we have varieties for assessment per student?
I think we need to check this on the Unifast or the accounting office on the assigning of fees. But I think sakto naman yung assigning of fees ng accounting. Siguro, we're going to check this one concern. Ito na mga ganitong concern. Just address lang po doon sa SGS, and then SGS will forward us the concern so that we can settle all your concerns naman.
Right. So, Miss Diana Rose, probably you can send a PM to our staff, Lee Harvey, so that we can check into those accounts that are not really uniform, just like you said. Right, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, ma'am.
Opo. From Sir Ryan's end, wala na pong katanungan dyan. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play our BiPSU hymn before we close our program in case there are no more announcements and other information to be posted. Engineer PM, thank you. Oh, there is our attendance link. Can someone please capture that? I believe this was also an inquiry earlier if there was a Google form for attendance for today's activity. Right, there is that code and there is that link for our attendance for today's endeavor. Thank you so much. This will also be posted on Facebook Live, I believe, that I have no access to Facebook Live kasi. So from the School of Graduate Studies to everyone, let's sing our BiPSU hymn. Thank you so much. Power to your name, Biliran Province State University. And from the School of Graduate Studies, we are all part in the weaving of worthiness. Before we end, ladies and gentlemen, please open your camera for the photo ops. Thank you. Camera from each panel as Engineer PM Paul Matthew Bentor will be taking charge of that along with Dean Ryan Arpon. Just capturing this, thank you. I'll just hold on my smile. Engineer PM, take it away, thank you. Oh, super highlight, Dean Ryan. Are you in the pyramids of Egypt or somewhere else?
I'm in Thailand. I'm in Ayutthaya.
Thailand.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Flor. Thank you so much, Dean Ryan.
Thank you. Guwapo man din, Sister Ryan.
Sir Margarine, ha?
Pala si Mark Green.
Nag-complain na siya, ma'am. Kay miss daw yung magpahingon saya ganiha.
His name is so pretty for a boy. Kaya miss ang address ko sa kanya, Mark Green.
Hi, nice to meet you, ma'am, soon.
Yes, we'll have. Thank you, Ma Ed Elementary.